Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by, checking out the early morning vlog. Got the LG Flex shooting this video on 1080p, 60 frames per second. Let me know how everything looks, how everything sounds, and how the stability is doing. There actually is no stability when shooting video in 1080p, 60 frames per second. There is no focus option whatsoever. I can't tap on the display and get it to focus. There's nothing to turn on to allow it to focus. It is what it is. Once you start recording, that's it. So if I shoot 1080p 30 frames per second, I can get that anti-shaky setting to turn on and do its thing, but even then it's not that great. So this video is obviously going to be a little bit shaky. The quality of the video, you're going to tell me. But remember, this is an old school device. Tech toys, well, they age really, really quick, especially in the smartphone world. But here it is again for the second time on Team My Project 13, and I never got to test the first one out like this. I went back and checked out my videos, and I didn't do, back then, man, I didn't do any kind of testing like this. So I know a lot of you ain't gonna shoot this type of video, but you know what? I'm doing it just to see what the LG Flex can do in this situation without hardly any options, any tools to utilize to make the video better than what it's putting out by default. Yeah, you can turn up the brightness a little bit on it. You can darken it up a little bit. So I did turn up the brightness by a couple notches. The setting for the stability, which I think is called anti-shaking. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that. Again, only works at 1080p 30 frames per second and 720p, but not anything higher than that at 1080p 60 frames, which I'm shooting in right now. And I have the LG Flex attached to the windshield smartphone mount, which is kind of unfair because when you have a mount attached to the dash, there seems to be a little bit better stability than there is when it's attached to a windshield. So, yeah, I'm not doing it any favors by having it attached that way to the windshield with this. But this is my son's car. He's letting me use it because my car's in the shop. So, bless his heart. Appreciate it very much. So anyway, yeah, just let me know what the video quality is like from a device that's old school. I brought it in from a third-party seller out of China, $136.99, basically 137 smacks. And I get 2G. It's the model 958 AT&T. I'm with T-Mobile. I'm going to see if I can get it unlocked. But 2G allows me to actually make phone calls and texting without any issues when I'm out and about. In my home, it struggles a little bit. So it's not something that I can depend on in my home to make those phone calls. It cuts in and out. It doesn't have Wi-Fi calling, so I can't utilize that. But out and about, phone calls, texting, just fine. But more of a collector's item. I can enjoy it, I can watch movies, videos, listen to music. It's got a little speaker on the back. If you cup your hand behind that speaker, it can help make the audio that's coming out of that speaker a little bit louder. And depending on what kind of quality you have with the audio in the movie or video that you're watching or the music you're listening to, it can be a little bit louder or not so loud. So I've downloaded some music and a few movies on here from my computer. And some of the music that I've listened to already, some of it's louder than the other tunes that are on there. So that's obviously quality with the MP3. So, yeah, and the videos and movies are the same thing. Some movies are a little bit louder than the others. So that's fine, man. It works fine. I was watching a movie last night on it, and with Gina Carano, the daughter of the wolf, something like that. Not seen that movie yet. My favorite movie with her in it is Haywire. That's a sweet movie. So I was checking out this movie, and man, the quality, 720p It's a POLED display. For what it is, man, it looks great. The audio in the movie is really good. So that little speaker was kicking out some quality audio with that. And yeah, so pretty happy with what I have. What I purchased for 137 smacks. The seller told me everything about this device, and what he said is true. So I have no complaints. Shout out to the honesty of the seller from China. And anyway, again, this video is not going to be perfect at all. I know that. But for an old school device, I'm sure it got the job done, and that's what matters. Okay, so with that being said, thanks for watching. Looking forward to your feedback. God bless you all. Stay safe and healthy. Peace. I am out.